Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Real Talk Journeys of Resilience and Success. And today we are on episode 55. Today's topic is from lab coats to legacy, Oluwatoyin's leap from healthcare to digital freedom. And our guest today is Funmi Oluwatoyin. We go by Toyin Osho, and she will be joining us in a few minutes. But before we dive into our topic for today, let me introduce myself. So, hi everyone, my name is Sandy. I'm originally from Panama, but currently residing in Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. I also work in the movie industry, and I'm a proud digital business owner and mentor. I also want to remind everyone that every Tuesdays and every Thursdays, we have our live webinars. So if you want to learn how to start your online business and start earning online, all you have to do is register into my website that appears on the screen with your name and email address, and I'll send you that invitation to watch the webinar, which we happen to have one tonight in 55 minutes. So if you want to catch that one, you can just register into the website. Um, when you register into my website, you will receive an email that will contain two links. So the first one is to register for the live webinar. That one will take you to a page that will have two buttons, one for Tuesday, one for Thursday, so you can register for either one or for both. The second one that you get is the one to watch the replay of the live webinar. So just in case you cannot attend the live webinar, you can catch the replay and watch it from the comfort of your own home. In addition to that, I invite you to our private Facebook group where you get to see more success stories from members of our community and more information about the business. Now, you're probably wondering, okay, so what am I going to find out on the webinar? So on the webinar, you're going to learn how our online business plan works. And also you get the opportunity to hear from the panelists, which are members of our community, who will be sharing with you why they decided to start their online business and how this online business has transformed their lives. So let's find out who are the hosts and panelists for tonight's live webinar. Okay, so on tonight's live webinar, we have as a host, Jacqueline. She's a retired critical care nurse. And our first panelist is Regina, a former mental health care worker. We also have Madonna, a registered nurse. We have Sukhbir, operations manager. We have Rosaline, chef. We have Aisha, a stay-at-home mom. We have Jenny, a registered pharmacy technician. We have Amalie, a certified public accountant. So as you see, we have all different walk of lives, but they all have something in common, and that is, they decided to take that leap of faith to change their life and their family's life. So if you're catching tonight's live webinar, our live webinar has subtitles in 5 languages: the Spanish, French, Tagalog, Vietnamese, and Arabic. And our replay of the live webinar has subtitles in several languages. So there you go. So now you know what to do if you want to learn how to start your online business and start earning online. So, okay, so let's dive into our topic. So like I mentioned, today we are on episode 55. Yeah. So today our topic is from lab coat to legacy. And tonight we're going to be listening to the story of Oluwatoyin or Toyin, sleep from healthcare to digital freedom. So she's going to be joining us pretty soon. But before I bring her to the studio, let me introduce her to you guys. Okay, so I'm excited to welcome today's special guest, Oluwatoyin or Toyin. She's a devoted mom and wife, originally from Nigeria and now living in the United States. By profession, she's a medical technologist with a strong background in healthcare, and her journey is one of dedication, resilience, and purpose, both at home and in her career. So get ready to be inspired by her story and the path she's creating for herself and her family. So let me bring her to the studio. Hello, Tuyin. Thank you for coming.
Hello. Hello, everyone.
So I know I did a little bit of introduction about you, but is there anything else that you want to add to the so the audience get to know you a little bit more?
Yes, let me just greet everybody.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. Yeah, I'm so excited to be here this evening. Thank you, Sandy, for inviting me. I'm honored. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Like she said, my name is Oluwatoyin. Osho. I'm a mom. I'm a wife, originally from Nigeria. I'm a medical technologist by profession. Many people might not know what medical technology does. We work in the lab, we do your blood glucose, we do your blood level, we do if you have a cancer, so many things. That's what I do. And now a proud owner of a digital business. Yes, I've been in the US for like 18 years. So yes, and I'm enjoying it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And the pleasure is mine to have you here. So thank you so much. Okay, so let's dive into our topic for today. I mean, the questions. Okay, so first question for you, um, Oluwatoyin. As someone who spent over 2 decades in the medical field, what was the defining moment that made you say, I need a plan B? And how did you find the courage to step into something so different like digital marketing?
Yes. Thank you for that question. Yes, like I said, I'm a medical technologist by profession that I work in the lab. And what really made me to say, this is time for me to change, despite the fact that I don't have any experience, I don't know anything about technical, I'm not a tech guru, but what really, do for me or what really check for me is like, I need my time. I need something flexible. My family is my why, and also I want a plan B because I never know tomorrow. I never know what can happen to what I'm doing right now. I want to have a plan B. I want to have a side hustle. I want to have something I can fall back to. I want to have a backup. That is the reason why I joined this uh, business. And like I said, my family, my son, prior to joining this business, I'm the type that I work like, I work multiple shifts, I work longer hours. I thought that is the main thing to do, just work and work and work and not having time for for my son, for my family. And I was like, I told myself I cannot continue like this. And also to retire early, I don't want to stay till age 65 before I say I want to rest, I want to retire. So those are the reason why I told myself that there must be a better things out there. There must be something that I can do from the comfort of my home. That was why I said, yes, let me check this business out. And thank God, that I say yes to this business. And I know as many stay-home mom or working mom or healthcare personnel like me that are looking into something that you feel burnout, you feel tired, you feel fatigued. This is something you can do to relieve your life and for you to have time freedom instead of us trading our time for money. So let's check this business out. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing that. And you mentioned a lot of nuggets there. First of all, you say you didn't have no technical skills, but that didn't stop you because you had a big why.
Yes.
And you were looking for like a plan B, something on the side to work, which we're gonna be talking in a few moments more. But yeah. So this, about the plan, the no technical skill. Yeah, that's one thing that this business is made for anyone who has no knowledge, no technical skills. So if someone out there watching us on the other side of the screen, and you think like, oh, I need to have technical skills or I need to have knowledge, no, you don't have to need know any of that or have any of those, because um, all the training is provided to you. It's a video based training that you can follow on at your own pace. and watch it from the comfort of your own home. And then that training is also accessible, on your laptop, on your phone, so it's portable. So that's the other beauty of it. The business is portable. um, and then for the skill also, because you have a mentor, you have a coach, you have a global online community, so really the support is there for you to help you along the way, so you're never alone on this journey. And that's what I love, because when you're, yes, you can try to do the things on your own, but it's going to take you a while, or you might get frustrated and then give up, depending how much is involved in what you're doing. But and we are so blessed that we don't have to pay for a mentor. That's another one. Because, for example, before I found this online business opportunity, I was about to join another one. Okay, so I was
Mm.
kind of like on the other one a little bit on that one, and I was about to join like completely. But thanks God, this ad appeared to my computer, and then when I checked the ad, it was something that I was looking for like 5 years ago, before I found this online
Mm.
business opportunity. So when I found this one, um, I actually, like I was passing a lot of ads and it's keeping, but for some reason, this one, something was telling me in my mind, just watch it. You got nothing to lose, just watch it. So I did. And when I watched it, was the best decision, because, as I investigated more about this online business opportunity, with all the information they provide, it was checking all the boxes that I was looking for. Just like Toyin, she was mentioning about, be able to be flexible, to have that flexibility time. That was something that I was looking for too. Because like to I also work long hours in the movie industry. I work 12 hours a day. And our hours are not fixed, because it depends on the movie needs. Like sometimes we're shooting during the day, sometimes we're shooting during the nighttime, or like half between the half late, like in the afternoon, and goes all the way to the next morning. So yeah, so it's hard to be able to have family time that way, because I remember when my parents used to work. Now they are retired, but when they used to work, I didn't see them until the weekend, because it was either they will leave before me or I will leave before them. But when I come back, they were sleeping. So
Yes.
it's like I didn't see them until the weekend. And sometimes, on Saturday, I will actually be finishing my shift. So I will be sleeping on Saturday, and then actually I had only Sunday to do my things that I need to do. So yeah, so those are things that, I was young, that was my dream job, just like,
Mm.
and that was my dream job that I wanted to do. But as time passed, I get older, my body's not the same, I don't have the same energy.
At
So
all.
yeah, so then I started to change. I had a new perspective in life, things that I wanted to have in my life, just like to, she wanted to have more flexible time. She wanted to be able to be present with her family, her son, and that's the same thing, I have aging parents. So I wanted to be present for enjoy my aging parents now, they're independent. And eventually when I have to take care of them, I wanted to be there fully, present. But if I continue working on my industry, that will be difficult to do.
Yes.
So that's one of the reasons why I decided to do. So we have a comment here from Setinon Sam. So hi Setinon, thank you for watching. She say hello, ladies. So yeah, so that's one of the reasons. And like to Jean, I also want to retire early. I don't see myself working those long hours until 67. And if they push the age, because I think they're talking about, like pushing it to, I think, 72 years old. So no, yeah. I already did my share working in the
Yes.
film industry, and now I wanted to be able to enjoy life. So that's why I also started this online business, like to to really have more time to enjoy, be able to retire early, and build that financial independence that we want. And I love what you say about having a plan B. And
Yes.
it is true. It's very important, because you never know what could happen. It doesn't have to be necessarily about a job.
Yeah.
Sometimes it could be like you have a house and then suddenly, something happened with the house and you need to spend a lot of money. So, how are you going to pay for that? So, those are kind of like unexpected emergencies that come up that you were not expected, and now you have to come up with the money. So, if
Mhm.
you have a plan B, if you have a side hustle, you have something to fall back on, like Tuyin was saying. So it's very important to have that. It's like in the past, I think, and a plan B was, like an option, but nowadays it's not an option. Is
No,
as a must to have.
must.
Uh, yeah, so I do agree with Toyin about having a plan B or a side hustle to be able to fall back on. Because just an example for me, when I was young, something happened like this in my industry in 2004. We like our industry, is not as stable when it comes because we rely a lot into the US film industry in Vancouver because that's where I live. To Ontario, that's different because, the 80% of the productions there are more Canadian, so they don't get too affected. But in Vancouver, we do. And in 2004, I was young. So, it happens the same thing. We had a setback, Arnold Schwarzenegger took the US productions back to California. So we were affected because we were so many people without and not too many jobs for everyone. So for me, I decided to go into do other kinds of jobs in the meantime. But 2023, when that's when I found this online business opportunity. My industry had a setback. I don't know if you guys remember. It was the U.S. film strike that lasted like almost the whole year. Uh, and like if for us, the summertime is our busy season, and that was the time that we had the strike, so we didn't work that year. So it got everyone affected. And that's a plan B. If you have a plan, you have no problem. But if you don't have a plan B, for us, if we don't work, we don't get paid.
Yes.
So yeah, so it's important, there's the instability of the industry. So you really have to have a plan B. So that was because I knew that, like I say, 5 years before I was been looking for something like this. But you keep
Mm.
you keep
Yes.
working so you get that aha moment. Well, that was my aha moment, and it pushed me to look into something. And then but I'm so yeah, I know it was a setback, but for me it was a blessing disguised. It was a setback disguised into a blessing because I am so grateful to have found this online business opportunity because it checked all the boxes of what I was looking 5 years ago. So
Mhm.
i I love what you share about that and your why. Yeah, it's very important in this online business opportunity to have a why because it's a journey that it has ups and downs. So when you feel down, you always have to remember your why because that's your fuel that will push you, to keep going. So it's important to have a strong why you're doing this. Why do you take this decision? And remember that along the way because it's important. Okay, so thank you for sharing that.
You're
A lot of
welcome.
people relate to your story.
Yeah.
I do relate to your story, so I'm pretty sure there's also.
You're
Um, Okay, so question number two. You have shared how faith, gratitude, and patience shape your journey. How has your spiritual foundation supported you through the highs and lows building your business?
Yeah, thank you very much for that question. And like you said, in anything in life, we face ups and downs, we face one challenges or the other. It all depends on the individual for us to, depend or have faith in God. I remember before I joined this business that because I was working too much, I wasn't there for my son, and I was like praying that God, let me find something that I can do. Let me, and Prior to that, I've seen this. I used to listen to a YouTube channel. They talk about this business, but I never pay attention. But when that my wife was like, I started praying. I said, God, let me direct me to the right business, direct me to the right business. And I thank God, God has been, faithful for him to show me this, business, and like I said, you face ups and downs, but your faith, will give you courage. Your faith, you will make you, continue to like, God, help me in this in this journey. I can't do it by myself. I can't do it alone, totally dependable on God. And with faith, I've been, God has been on my side. It has encouraged me to move on, even when I say that, oh, I'm down, and with the community members, they will rally around us, they help us, they assist us, they push us, and also what you say that when you remember your why, that will make you to like you to be like a foil that will foil you that okay, you need to get up, you need to continue. Don't look at, do you want to, do you want to stay till age 65 before you retire? No, if you don't want that, you continue to push yourself, whatever, whatever ups and downs, whatever challenging, with whatever difficulty that you see, you continue to, you continue to push forward, and you continue to, exercise faith and, patience, all those things. And and continue to pray in everything you want to do in life. Continue to put everything God first. Lean on him, and he will continue
Yeah.
to strengthen. Yes, it will continue to strengthen us, and it has been my strength. It has been my everything in this, in this business. And I want to encourage anybody, you might be facing one thing or the other, just, depend on him. Your hope is in God. Just continue to trust him, and he will not let you down. That is it for me. Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing that. And yeah, I totally agree with you. I think, many times, like we don't know why things happens, and we don't understand at the moment, but um God is like guiding us in our
Mm,
path, and sometimes we find like setbacks, like for example, like the setback that I just found, it turned out to lead me here. um
yes.
but we don't understand at the beginning why things happens, but as you go through your journey, and then when you look back and you analyze your life, you understand like, okay, that has to happen to me, because otherwise I wouldn't be where I am to here today. So
Yes.
he knows best what is good for us. We just have to have trust in him and let him guide us. So along the way, so like like when we are feeling down, I mean, what best to us to God to pray for help, to pray for strength. um you know um yes, sometimes you will have someone to talk to, but sometimes you feel like there's you feel like you can talk to him,
Mm,
like in person, like it will be a person, but like talking to him. And then he can listen to you and understand and give you that strength to guide you. So yeah, so I think, in this journey, it's very important to stay, plug in with the community or family, but also, have that faith on God, have that faith that, uh this is going to happen when the time is right. We just have to keep
yes.
continue, and um do our part, and he will do his, when the time is right. Because sometimes, if it hasn't happened, it's because we are not ready yet. We still have to,
Mm,
and then when he sees that we are ready, so be ready because they're coming. So
yes.
yeah, so really you have to have faith. But yeah, it will help you, um to have that strength, and like reaching out to him through prayers, and And like this community, a lot of people, like they were able to come here because they pray to God, and then how that's how it led him here. I was telling you behind the scenes, before we started, about my story, that for me, like I think also, he was the one who guided me here, because everything aligned to um all the things that happened to me at that moment, when I found this online business opportunity, that really, he had his hand in there, by this reason. Because like I said, I was about to join another business when this
Yes.
one popped up, like, and I passed so many of them. And then something told me, no, just watch it, you got nothing to lose. So I did, and that's why I'm here today. So yeah, so it's important um to have him let us, um and that's what I believe. And I think a lot of people, also believe the same way.
Yes.
So he's part of that. Well, they say, he's our CEO, because he's the one on the
Yes.
top. We're
Yes.
just on the bottom here. So yeah. So thank you for sharing that. Okay, so
Well,
question number 3 for you. So you often mention helping others create more time with family and earn from home. Can you share one example of how this business has helped you and others around you experience that freedom?
oh yes. Thank you for that question. How this business has really helped me. Like I said, in the beginning, I do work I do work 16 hours. I work two, three jobs, and like the way I'm talking right now, before I'll be at work. I will be at work because I believe I work, 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 work. I want to win. So I wasn't there for my son. I don't go for any game. I don't help him with anything because and when I come back, I'll be exhausted. I'll be tired. I'll be like, the only thing I want to do is like, I just get home, eat, take my shower, and sit with YouTube or Netflix and be watching, and and that was what I was doing. But when I joined this business, it gave me the time freedom. I no longer work 16 hours. I work my regular 8 hours and come back and I sit with my business, attend to my leads, attend to my, whatever needs to be done on my business. So this has, created time freedom for me, for me to be able to be in the life of my son, for me to be able to go for any activity, for me to, even know him more, to give him, the training. Many of us, we do that. We don't know what our kids are doing. We don't know what they are, the friends they mingle with. We don't know anything. But joining this business, this is what it will create for us. It has created that time freedom. It has, it has helped me. It has helped me to grow. Before joining this business, I'm an introvert. I'm camera shy. I don't like to talk. I just want to do my own thing. But joining this business, it has, it made me to come out from from my comfort zone to say yes. If this business is working and is working for others, me too, I must do what I need to do. So now I can boldly talk. I can, face the camera. I can, somebody call me and I was like, is this Tony talking? you know and I was like, yes, this is me, I'm talking. this is what this is what on Sunday I used to do praise time. I would dance and dance. People would be like, why is this lady dancing every no? That is what the power of this, business, what it can do for you. It has really, changed me. It has really done a lot. And even for that time freedom, anytime I'm coming back from home, my regular 8 hours, I'll be thanking God. Oh, thank God I have this business. Thank God I have this business. I no longer be working, be signing up for overtime all the time and be stressing myself, stressing my life. I so much, love it, and I want to encourage um healthcare personnel like me that we're always on the go. We work weekends, we work holidays, we work, work, work. We're not here to work and die. We are here to enjoy our life. And how can we do that? It's only by we having our own, our own business, our own time. You have a business that you can control your time. You have a business you can control your schedule. You have a business, your own business that you don't have to rush. Wake up to the alarm clock. Do things on your own. Do things, travel, explore the world, pay off your mortgages, pay off all the accumulated bills. This is what is, possible in this business. And don't say you can't do it. You are camera shy, or you are scared. I don't want people to judge me. You listening to people's opinion. No, don't do that. Take that leap of faith, and let's enjoy this business for you. This business is to create that time freedom, it will create that financial freedom that you are looking for. So let's get you started in this journey. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing all that. Yes. Um, yeah, you mentioned a lot of nuggets there, and well, one of the time freedom that you're having is you're gonna be going to Chula Vista. Yes.
Yes, yes, that's another one. Yes, that's a big one.
Yeah,
Ah,
you're gonna get to meet
yeah.
all the others
Oh, that's
online.
another main thing in this business, that you love to see people, you love to meet, if you love to make friends, this is the business for you. You talk
Yes.
to people, because people from all walks of life, we are all into this business. Whether you're nurse practitioners, whether you're a teacher, whether you're a cab driver, meet people all over the world. I'm speaking to Sandy, Canada. I spoke to somebody in Japan, Germany, UK, everywhere, everybody. That tells you this is a legitimate, is a real business that works. And you're gonna, on Saturday, you're gonna see us live.
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, so time freedom, yeah, that's what this business allows to have, to be able, like for example, to Yin, be able to have now the time to go see her son play baseball, now she doesn't have to work. She was able to reduce the hours of the work that she used to do. And I've seen a lot of people, going from 2, 3 jobs that used to have, and then reduce them and quit the job because of this business, because the scalability of this business. But yeah, this business allows to give you that freedom. And when we talk about freedom, is because the business adapt to your schedule and not the other way around. So that's why, a lot of people, when they're looking for to build that extra side of income, they don't want a job, um, because when you do a job, you have to be present on that job, you have to allocate those hours to that job. But with this business, you don't have to be anywhere there. I mean, you can be anywhere doing your business, because all you need is a laptop or a cell phone and internet connection. That's it. For example, now that Tuyin is going to go to Chula Vista, um, even though she's over there enjoying, meeting all the other members of the global online community, her business is still running behind the scenes, and that's because of the automated system that we have. And that's what it allows to give you that freedom, you know, the freedom, the portability of taking her business wherever she goes. That's the
Yeah,
other freedom, you know. Um, so this is what it really works, because you can fit this business in any time pockets that you have during the day, and you can do your business. You only requires like uh, 2 to 4 hours
yes.
to doing your business, and that's it, because of the automated system. And then you get to enjoy your time with your loved ones, or do the things that you love, or have some me time, because we also need to take care of ourselves. It's very important, because that's how we have the energy to continue giving to your family, to your work, and to your business. So yeah, so this is what this business will allow you to have, that freedom in time, and also, building that financial freedom, because this business also allows you to build that, because it starts small, okay, but it keeps growing. That's why we say the scalability of this business, because it keeps growing and growing and growing, and eventually, it will surpass your actual income that you're doing. That's why a lot of people in our community, once their business, has surpassed their actual income, and they have waited for several months just to make sure, before they decided to
Yes, so
quit. Yes. They are able to quit their jobs and then just focus on the business. We had some, I think it was on last Thursday, we have some job quitters in there. Um, the Yeah, so they plan this, they plan like 1 year ahead before they take that decision of quitting. But these business allow you to be able to have that freedom, that just to focus on the business, and be fully present for your kids. So this business is good for those, especially those parents who have little kids, or even, middle, in the middle preteens or teens, because you are going to be present in their lives. You are going to be not missing any milestones, you know, that many times, because of work, you're missing those milestones. So, and time flies so fast that when you look back, your kids are grown up already.
a grown up, yeah.
Yeah. So you really have to enjoy them, now that they're littles, and they keep seeing them growing, and it's good because you build that close relationship with your kids, that
Yes.
family bonding. So those are the memories that you are building, and that will stay with them, and that will stay with you, and that no money can take them away, or no one can take them away of those memories, because they're always going to remember that, that
Yes.
you spent. So yeah, so that's why, like, this is an amazing business that will allow you to do that. And this is the kind of lifestyle that, a lot of people now are starting to look into it, because they are realizing, that they need to take care of their health, that that there is a better way than to work until retirement. Here in Canada is 67. I think it's the same as in United States for 67 years old, right?
Our own is 65.
65. Okay. Well, here is 67. So yeah, so it will allow you to be able to, to enjoy life, because one of the things that I also want to mention here is that we always tend to think about the future. Okay, live in the future, building that money, for the future. Um, but the truth is, we don't know if there's gonna be a future. And because of focusing on that, you are missing the moment, the present, the moment to spend with your
Yes.
loved ones, you know, um, because you never know if you're gonna be there, or if they're gonna be there, in the future. So that's why we need to care more about the present and the moment. But sometimes we don't realize that until it happens. Something happens
Yes.
in our life, or we see someone else, that it happens, and then it made us reflect in our lives, and then start thinking differently, and start
Yes.
living the present. So yeah, so I just wanted to share that, because we tend to focus always on thinking on the future.
And that in the future.
Yeah, I was one of them, that I was always thinking about the future, planning ahead. And I don't say that it's not good to plan in the future. It's good, but don't focus fully on the future, and start, focusing more in the present. Yeah, take care of the future, but focus on the present time, because that's
Yes.
the time that you wanna make sure that you spend with your loved ones. so you don't feel any regret in the future.
Mm. Yeah.
So yeah, so we have arrived to the end of our lives. So we hope so that you got inspired with Tujin's story. She shared a lot of nuggets, and a lot of things that a lot of us we relate to her story. Working long hours, being tired, burnout, stress. Coming home not in the best mood because you're tired,
Yes.
and your family wants to talk to you, but sometimes
Yeah.
you're not in the mood. You want to just a little bit peace and quiet,
Just leave
to
me alone.
but eventually they understand, but and they give you that space. But yeah, that's not the kind of life that you want to build. You want to be able to be more fully present and not just like
Yes.
be present but not fully. uh,
Mm.
so yeah, so those are the things, like we have to change. We have to think about it. We have to reflect, what is important to you. And to me, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people are the same, like to you say, to me there's two things that are important. One is the health, and two is the family or loved ones. Those are things that are very important. um, Money is important too, because money creates that lifestyle that you want. But
Yes.
you want to have money work for you and not you working for money. And the thing
Yeah.
is, like, we are so used to work for money, you know
Mm.
that we get to retirement, we haven't enjoying life, as we
Mm.
should. And then we are planning to enjoy life after retirement, but our health might not be so good. Money wise,
Exactly. Yeah.
might not be like, like
Mm.
if you're helping kids to go to school, university, there goes your retirement. So yeah, you gotta start thinking about the future. But living the present now, have a better lifestyle. So you are enjoying, but at the same time you're building, you know
Exactly.
and this is what this online business allows you to do. So you can start this on the side, and eventually, if you decide, if there's some people who love their job and they continue working, they don't have to work, but they love their job, and they still have their business on the side. But that's your option if you decide to continue to work. But this will allow you to actually, live from your business, because it's the scalability of the business. So yeah, so we want to say thank you to everyone that has watched the live with us today. For those catching the replay, thank you so much. To our followers, thank you so much for being part of our journey, for believing in us, and for engaging with our content. If you're watching us from Facebook and you don't follow us on our Facebook business page, you can follow me here, and you can follow Toyin on uh, Toyin
Mm.
Torinoshi Digital. Is that the one?
Funmi Oluwatoyin Osho. Follow me on Facebook. Yeah, it's Funmi Oluwatoyin Osho.
Okay.
That's my
Okay, so
Facebook.
it's like it's here. So you can find
Yes,
her on like this on
exactly.
Facebook.
Yeah.
Okay. And then if you're watching us from YouTube and you haven't subscribed to our channel, you can subscribe to our channel, press the notification bell, and that way you get notified when we put new content and when we are going live. So that way you keep learning more about this online business opportunity, getting a little bit inside of behind the scenes of an online business owner journey, and also the benefits that you get from this online business opportunity. And when you feel ready, and you decide to take that leap of faith, we're going to be here to guide you along the way. So like we say, this is a journey that you're never alone. You always
Yes.
will have that support from us, from the community, and you always have a mentor and coach to guide you, plus the community, the global online community. So yeah, so saying that, thank you so much, and we want to say thank you to Yin for taking some of her time today to spend in sharing her story with us and with the audience. So thank you so much, because your story is very inspiring. A lot of people, like I say, will relate. I'm one that will relate to your story.
Thank
because
you.
I was like you too, working long hours, and I also want to be able to retire early, not working until 67. So I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
So yeah. So saying that if you want to learn more about this online business opportunity, here are the 3 steps that you can do. So one, you can either put more info in the comments, or two, you can send us a private message and we'll be happy to answer any questions that you have. Or three, you can sign up directly into our website that appears on the screen with your name and email address, and you can watch the webinar. So we have one happening tonight, right now, in 10 minutes or 11 minutes. So if you want to register and watch that one, all you have to do is just register into our website with your name and email address, and we'll send you that invitation to watch the webinar. So when you register into our website, you will receive an email that will contain 2 links. So the first one is to register for the live webinar. That one will take you to a page that will have 2 buttons, one for Tuesday and one for Thursday, because those are the 2 days that we have the live webinar. And it happens every Tuesdays and Thursdays, 5 p.m. PST, 7 p.m. CST, and 8 p.m. EST. So um, the second link that you get there is the link to the replay of the live webinar. So just in case you cannot make it to the live webinar, that's not a problem. You can always catch the replay and watch it from the comfort of your own home. In addition to that, we also invite you to our private Facebook group where you get to see more success stories from members of our community and more information about the business. Now you're probably wondering, okay, so what am I going to find out on the webinar? So on the webinar, you're going to find out how our online business plan works. And also you get the opportunity to listen from the panelists who will be sharing with you why they decided to start their online business and how this online business has transformed their lives. And the panelists are members of our community. So let's find out who are the hosts and panelists for tonight's live webinar. Okay, so tonight's live webinar, we have as a host Jacqueline. She's a retired critical care nurse. And our first panelist is Regina, a former mental healthcare worker. We have Madonna, a registered nurse. We have Subir, operations manager. Rosaline, a chef. Aisha, stay-at-home mom. Jenny, registered pharmacy technician. And Amalie, a certified public accountant. So as you see, we have all different walks of life, but they all have something in common, and that is they took that leap of faith to change their lives and their families' lives. So if you're catching tonight's live webinar, our live webinar has subtitles in 5 languages: the Spanish, French, Tagalog, Vietnamese, and Arabic. And our replays, if you cannot make it to the live webinar and you're catching the replay, our replays has subtitles in several languages. So there you go. So now you know what to do. Uh, so if you want to register for tonight's live webinars, all you have to do is just register into any of the websites on the screen, and we'll be happy to send it to you. So we want to wish everyone a happy and blessed Tuesday for those who are on Tuesday, and a happy and blessed Wednesday for those who are on Wednesday, and a happy and blessed week ahead for everyone. So thank you for watching again
Thank
and staying
you.
with us here today on the Real Talk Journeys of Resilience and Success. Um, and thank you again to Yin for being here and for sharing your story with us. Um, so stay tuned tomorrow for another story and another topic. So thank you again for watching. God bless you all. And until the next episode. Bye,
Thank
everyone.
you. Bye.